Let's hear from both sides of the aisle here, going head to head. The new member of the President's National Security Education Board, host of America First on Salem Radio, and Sinclair Media contributor Sebastian Gorka, and Sinclair political commentator Ameshia. A couple of topics I want to get to, so let's not spend too much time on the first one, but we got to talk about it. Ameshia, Biden's speech, what did you hear?
I heard a lot of good things. First and foremost, Biden is taking it very seriously when it comes to climate change and the reforms necessary to make sure not only that America and our environment is sustainable, but also building forth a bed for jobs and opportunity. 18 million Americans are out of work. With new jobs, with the influx of a lot of the planning that has gone into the direction for his plan of creating a new jobs initiative specifically designed for climate change and the prevention of a lot of the climate crises we've seen across this country, I think that this is a very good step forward.
Okay, and Sebastian, have we proven in America that the green agenda produces any jobs at all and is actually economical?
No, it's clear it's going to destroy jobs. This is Biden, the empty shell, a man who clearly has cognitive, mental capacity issues, surrendering, genuflecting at the altar of the neo-Marxists and the extreme leftists. The Green New Deal, I said it a year ago, is socialism wrapped up in environmentalism. This is a plan that will ban private gasoline and will make it impossible for Americans to fly, and says that beef, Eric, is bad. It's sheer insanity and is an indication of just how much a radical party the Democrats have become. And Biden, the puppet.
So let me stay on that topic of genuflecting at the altar of another group. Let's talk about the GOYA, what happened with the CEO of GOYA, Bobby Nyanwe, mentioned that he was a fan of the president. He simply said that, boy, there was a cancel culture uproar. They tried to cancel GOYA. And I'm just going to point it out here, one of our producers here was involved in a don't cancel GOYA. As of this taping, almost $250,000 has been raised. In looking for 10,000, they're up to $250,000, continues to go up higher. What about the cancel culture, Sebastian? I mean, it's getting scarier and scarier, darker and darker out there.
Yeah, so GOYA, let's talk about a 3-generation Latino success story in America, and the head of that organization, that company, who's not backing down, God bless the CEO of GOYA, says that he supports the president, he supports the job making, the president's lowest unemployment figures for Hispanics, for minorities before the Chinese virus hits. And what happens? They want to boycott an American company run by a Hispanic family. It's an outrage. It's a disgusting example of who the Democrats have become. If you disagree with them, you must be canceled. It is utterly un-American, Eric.
Ameshia, let's talk about it, because I did a monologue on the cancel culture, and it's getting ridiculous. You have to vet every single word out of your mouth. If you make a simple statement like, I support the president, now Bobby Nyanwe is racist because he supports the president? Surely you can't agree with that.
Words have consequences. And at the end of the day, if you're someone who has a corporation that is as large and as substantive as GOYA, and one that is largely consumed by the Latino population, let's remember a lot of the people who are leading the cancellation for this are people who don't consume GOYA products anyway. When we talk about this, one of the phrases that I am bothered by the most is cancel culture, because conservatives often use it when there are racist comments made, or only when they feel like somebody has said something positive about the president, and then there are groups that don't necessarily agree with it.
But Ameshia, may I just ask you why saying something positive about the president is racist in and of itself? I just don't get that.
No, there was an and between that for me. It was something and then something else. No, I don't think that people saying something positive about the president is racist. But when you look at the history of this president,
I mean, the cancel culture.
People are right to say this is a problem.
Ameshia, I'm sorry to cut you off, but Sebastian, that's what the cancel culture mob, as I call them, that's what they did. They tried to cancel GOYA because he simply said, Bobby Nyanwe simply said, I support the president, and they called that racist speech.
Yeah, this is, I think Ameshia's living in an alternate universe. The idea that this individual is racist because he supports the president, and Ameshia says we have the cancel culture on the right. Sorry, is Twitter, is Facebook run by conservatives? I don't think so. Look what happened to the New York Times, Eric. They bring in somebody who's not really a conservative, who's not a MAGA supporter, and she's accused of being an anti-Semite, of being a Nazi, as she is Jewish ethnically, and she resigns. That's cancel culture, and that's what the Democrat
All right.
Party and the mainstream media represents.
Let me give Ameshia the final word, about 20 seconds.
The only reason conservatives care about this New York Times comment is because it came from somebody from the New York Times who the right has castigated for years. So let's not act like the right cares about cancel culture. You care about it when it has something to do with Republicans or when it has something to do with a push against President Trump. Otherwise, you really don't.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Ameshia Cross and Sebastian Gorka, thank you both for your time. Appreciate it. And congratulations, Sebastian, on a new gig.
Thanks, Eric.